Yeah, hi. Is this Middlebrow?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Middlebrow podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Brian Park.
I'm Dan Rosen.
Woo!
How you feeling,
I'm
Brian?
trying to hype myself up.
Because you woke up at like the crack of dawn to play tennis?
I woke up at 5:30 a.m. to play tennis. I'm trying to do this new thing. I want to be a morning person.
How's that going?
I feel exhausted.
You don't feel like a morning person to me at all.
Well, how come?
I don't know.
You want to elaborate on that?
I just feel like you acclimate to the day, and by the end, you're like thriving at like 4 p.m.
You're truly the first person to have ever said that to me because I don't drink.
But you're aware. You're in control of your faculties.
Worst person to go out with, by the way, because I'm just like remember every sort of detail of every conversation.
Oh, right.
Oh, hey, Dan, remember that thing you said?
It's like, dude, I was so wasted. I don't even remember. It's like, I remember everything.
Everything.
Okay, good to know not to get sloppy around Brian.
But yeah, so I'm doing a fake it till you make it thing.
Okay.
You know, I'm acting.
Can we note that, by the way, you had, like, every time I meet you, you have a giant chocolate chip cookie for breakfast? Is that part of your morning routine? We go to a coffee shop close to the studio.
Yeah.
I get a coffee and you say, can I please have a giant chocolate chip cookie? And that's the first thing you eat.
It's not the first thing I eat.
Did you eat anything else today?
Yeah, I had yogurt and granola.
And then you're like, let's wash it down.
I don't think there's
with
an issue.
1,000 calories.
The thing I take issue with is every time I order it, Dan is like, another chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, sure. Why are you? This is
I don't know.
Your
It's
body,
just like
your body. That is not a positive. You're not emitting light and love.
Well, you have an insane metabolism, so I'm just envious, and I'm expressing my envy that you're capable of doing this and still being.
It's all relative.
Stale.
You know?
And also, I'm just annoyed because obviously I have to ask for a bite because it's at Culture Espresso, which is New York's
delicious.
best chocolate chip cookie.
We're not getting paid by them. Why do you do that?
I would love to get paid in cookies.
Okay. Well, we have a very exciting guest for you all
do.
this week.
Yeah.
Super pumped. Dan has nothing to follow up with that.
I am pumped. Yeah, she's been waiting patiently.
Sure.
I don't think we told her we'd do this little bullshit up top. And like every guest, they're like, do I chime in? What's going to happen?
And they're like, we know how to read. We know you have a guest.
Yeah.
Listeners, your guest this week is an actor and writer. She's on Broadway. She stars in Death of a Salesman.
Yes.
So you have a few days.
If you mortgage your house, you'll be able to get tickets.
So if you're interested.
Tony Award winning.
Yeah. Give it up for Mary Neely, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, should I go closer?
A little bit.
Okay. I was like, too chill.
Yeah.
Chill. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up?
Thanks for coming to Midtown. You live in Midtown
I
now.
do. This is my place of work, so it's okay.
Yeah. We're in the vicinity. How long have you been doing Death of a Salesman?
We started rehearsals beginning of February at Lincoln Center. We were there for 3 weeks, and then we moved to the Winter Garden end of Feb. Yeah, been going to 50th and 7th Avenue.
It's truly the worst
for like
place in the world.
6 months, basically. Yeah.
And you won the Tony.
The production won.
Do you get a piece of it?
No.
Okay.
No.
They don't give one out to everyone?
No. That's not for me.
It's really because of you, though.
No, it's not.
Without you, it would all have fallen apart.
Absolutely not. I have a very small role. When you
Nathan
said
who?
stars, I'm like, we can kind of like tamper that down.
There are no small roles.
Thank you.
There are no small roles.
Do you have an understudy?
I do.
Okay, then that's legit.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
No, I mean, it's crazy. I can't believe I'm part of this incredible cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best job ever.
Did you know when you were rehearsing that it was going to be a hit?
Well, it's funny because like this is my first Broadway show, and so I was just really excited to do it at all. I kind of wasn't thinking about, oh, I hope this does well.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, I can't believe I'm here, and I was really nervous at the beginning because like I've never done a play of this caliber, let alone like a professional play or even like a just kind of.
You've never acted before, actually.
Dude, it's kind of my first job ever as an actor.
Walked off the street.
They scouted me. Street casting.
Sitting at a diner.
Yeah, no, I hadn't done a play like of that kind of, even close to that since like college, and it's been a min. I'm a little older. So I was like, oh my God, I have to really implement all the things that I learned in theater school.
Okay.
Just to be like, one of the team players. And so I was really focused on that. But I could feel a lot of the people who have done this before feeling like we really gotta hit the mark.
Because this is like a weighty text.
It's a very weighty text. It's a play that's been done multiple times as a revival. Most recently, like not that long ago, there was a Wendell Pierce starring production, and before that it was Philip Seymour Hoffman. And so it's like the bar is very high, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just that thing of like opening night. You don't know what the reviews are going to be.
Yeah.
And so first it was,
But you have Nathan Lane, you have Laurie Metcalf.
of course,
you're
like I was never actually worried about that. But there was like, I think it's just the nature of like everybody working in the industry for so long. And for any project, not just in theater, but in film, you're like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be a home run. It feels like we're setting it up to be a home run,
Yeah.
but you never actually know.
Yeah.
And so then obviously it was incredible when it was a home run.
Yeah.
And
Which is where
all-
everyone thinks they're making great shit.
Everyone
Even-
is like, okay, we're really like, you know, checking off all the boxes. And then it can still not really flourish. Yeah.
So do you feel chill now?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I do feel chill. I
You're
feel a
like,
lot chiller.
sick.
I'm chill.
I'm great.
I'm chill. Yeah.
So when you're like first starting and you're in rehearsals, when someone like Laurie Metcalf or Nathan Lane, are they like, yeah, whatever, like let's just fucking run this, and you're like shitting your pants?
No, I mean, in rehearsals and in previews, I mean, they're just such professionals, and they
They're
really
locked in.
care. And so they were really just so focused.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're setting the tone for the rest of the cast as well. Like, whenever you do a play or a movie or a TV show, the first two people on the call list or the first two people at the top of the cast, like, they set the tone. Like, they're one of their jobs, besides actually just, like, acting, is, like, creating the environment in a way by leading with, like, their professionalism.
like when they show up, like how they talk to the
Yes,
director.
how they talk, everything. How
Okay.
how they interact with the crew, how they talk to the director, how they like come with their energy to set, how they interact with the other actors. Like that's really important. And so like Nathan and Laurie were like setting this like very, very high bar where they were like setting themselves up as incredible leaders.
So Zac Efron is setting the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Think about it. He is number one.
He's setting the tone.
He's number one on what like Neighbors or whatever. Like, I
Or
don't
We
know.
Are Your Friends.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The DJ movie.
Yeah.
setting
You know
the
what?
tone.
I bet he'd be a great number one. I
Okay.
feel like he has good vibes on set. He's a professional. He's been working for a long time.
That's true.
You know what I
That's
mean? I haven't heard anything bad about him
I
being
haven't
number
heard
one.
anything bad about Zac
no.
Efron.
No.
We love Zach on
Yeah,
the
we
pod.
Actually, Zach, if you're listening, come to the pod.
Come on, we love your new
Dude,
face.
have him on the pod.
I'll ask
What
a
are you
single
talking
question
about?
about what happened with your face. and how
Don't
it's-
bring it up. Yeah, don't bring it up.
I have a question. Okay, this is just because I don't know how anything works. You show up in the second act of the play.
I do.
Are you there? And can you roll in an intermission?
No. No. Every actor has to be at the theater a half hour before the show starts.
Okay.
Hey,
It's
sorry
called-
guys, my Schnippers order was running a little behind.
I just like didn't feel like it. Yeah.
It's like you guys got this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can't do that. It's very like a thing in theater, half hour before the show.
So what are you doing in the first half then? Are you doing like breathing exercises?
You watching Love
and
Island?
Vocal
Like,
warm-ups?
Well, I have to let you know, guys, that it takes women a really long time to get ready.
Okay. Wow. Fuck.
Just think about that.
That's
Take-
actually
and
what
take that
that's actually
in.
what I was going to say. I
And
was
take
actually
that
going
in.
to say that. So crazy that the next thing I was going to say was about like you as a woman.
Yeah, the
in a woman's
labor that
body.
it takes
Right.
for a
With a woman's
woman to
face.
just be appearing as a woman. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So no, I just have to get my hair done and I have to do my makeup and like.
Okay, but someone does that for you.
Well, I do my own makeup.
Well,
Yeah, they taught me at the beginning.
okay.
They're
Scott
like,
wouldn't cut in corners. I
no,
guess.
that's not. No, that's how it just is.
Okay.
Is that like every actor in a play does their own makeup usually, unless it's like heavy prosthetics
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
kind of
like
crazy.
Bradley Cooper in The Elephant Man. He had to.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we could think of I don't know, like Elf maybe has some stuff going on.
Yeah, Elf. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter definitely has probably some stuff going on.
Okay,
I
so
think.
the first act, you're putting on makeup.
I saw this this video came up on my timeline recently, and someone had their iPhone. They were filming like Kate Blanchett on set and about to start a scene, and she was doing she did like these spins to make herself like physically kind of dizzy-ish,
Yeah.
and then would go into it.
Yeah.
In the comments, people were like, "Oh, that's like a technique where you purposely like disorient yourself.
Stanislavski technique.
Spinislavski. Yeah.
So the comment said that this is a thing where you disorient yourself that way when you like initiate a scene, you're like experiencing the environment for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Is this real or is that total fucking bullshit that I fell for?
No, I think that like doing physical moves can make you really present and like bring you back into the moment.
So are you doing crazy?
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
you're
not doing
you're
that.
just you're just chatting and vibing.
Dude, I have the princess track in the show. I like literally come on and I'm sort of like, wait, what's going on? And then like I just leave the stage. Like it's very. I mean, obviously I'm taking it seriously and I like remember to breathe and I do like certain things, but I'm not spinning myself around or like, doing like jumping jacks or whatever.
Kind of innocent.
I mean, the character is just kind of like, I don't want to say dumb, but like she's kind of just like unaware of what's happening in the scene before I enter.
Or the generations of trauma.
Has no idea. Yeah.
Does it like sit with you to be every night with like a play that's heavy? Like, because Brian and I saw it, and I don't know, you leave it and you're just like, Jesus, like it's pretty relentless.
It is.
And so, I just wonder, like, when that's in your life every day, do you feel like that kind of heaviness, that darkness, or are you just like come in for your scene, you're out?
I did go through a period. It's like waves, like it's not like a set thing. Where I went through a period a couple months ago, or maybe like a month and a half ago, where I really was feeling extremely existential. And I wasn't really aware why. I just was like kind of waking up feeling like, does anything matter? Like, what am I working towards? Like, what's like important? And then I remembered that every night I'm listening to a play about a guy who feels like he's wasted his life and he kills himself.
Yeah, and like destroyed his family. Like, has that maybe seeped into my core?
I wonder if that's kind of having an effect on my psyche. Yeah.
Heath Ledger and the Joker.
Yeah, a little, and a lot of some of the backstage, crew has also discussed like this is a hard one to hear every night, and the 4 lead actors, like, they're incredible, and they've been doing like literally like the caliber of show that you saw, that everybody has seen. It's always the same. Like they've never like dipped in anything. Like they're so incredible, but I know that there's suffering there probably.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, just also it's like everyone, if you even remotely have any sort of daddy issues, like that play just like pushes it open. The wound,
it's just kicking that door down.
Yes, Malden salt, just right in there.
Yeah,
fucking Salt Bay, just from above. Like, ooh, right into that open wound, baby.
Like for sure. Yeah, absolutely. People are destroyed, are fully like out the stage door, still crying. Yeah. And like it's a thing of like. The beauty of theater is that every night you have to remember that the people who are in the audience are seeing the show for the first time. So the job of the actor is to act like they're doing the show for the first time.
Yeah.
And it is a thing of like being backstage and having to also remember that it's like remembering at every stage of it. It's like, oh, now I'm talking to people who have just experienced this fully for the first time. And it's like the same feedback every single night of just like,
right.
I'm destroyed. That was incredible. I feel really sad.
Yeah.
But in like a like way that they feel really moved, which is I mean, it's incredible to be a part of something that is continuously moving people.
Right.
It's a new experience for me. I've never had that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, over the course of the production, as you said, you have to remind yourself that audience members are like seeing this for the first time.
Yeah.
But for you yourself as an artist, do you feel like you can take like more creative liberties to like make weirder choices? I'm sure after a certain number of weeks, you're like, okay, I've got this. It's in me.
Yeah.
Now, like, let me do a weird one tonight.
Well, we have started kind of getting into that territory for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, and it's like because you're so used to the rhythm of each scene, when just like a tiny little thing changes, everyone's
you're
like
hyper aware.
Yeah. Even like if there's a crazy audience reaction, Like I remember we were maybe like 50 shows in, and there was like one guy who laughed like like at the back of the theater, and we all were like, "Did you hear that? Like that was crazy."
And just at the wrong time too.
Yeah, it was just at a time that like no one has laughed, and he had a crazy laugh, and so it was like really big news backstage.
So when you don't silence your phone, you're providing a service.
No. The phone silence. Actually, I have to say, I listened to the like episode that you guys did after you saw the show, and I was dying laughing at. I don't think my phone has rung in 10 years.
Yeah. It's just like my phone doesn't have
permanently
a ringtone.
on silent.
Okay, the last ringtone my phone had was like MIA paper planes.
No,
and like
fully,
that's like
no, in like middle school or something. Yeah. No, like
possible.
actually, and I'm the same. I'm like I dated someone like a long time ago where I had my phone on like had alerts, and he was like, "That's embarrassing."
Yeah,
He was like, "You actually need to put your phone
you can
on
hear
silent."
the clicks on the when you're typing a text.
Yeah.
No, and
like old people's phones be making sounds like I didn't even know existed.
I know.
like the cricket sound.
Yeah.
No, I
and
know.
somehow all those people are the exact audience of Death of a
I
Salesman.
know. Well, I think there's a combination of things happening. First of all, theater is so absurdly expensive that like the average audience member is like 65, just from the sake of just like means of being able to like afford to go. And then obviously like a classic play is gonna probably bring out like an older crowd anyway. Because, is the youth really appreciating Arthur Miller? I don't know. They should, yeah.
I don't think the boomers are saying, "Daddy, don't read this." Death of a Salesman.
Yeah. Do you guys have like a counter, like a phone counter?
No, we don't.
Was there a night where like this is out of hand?
I think there's only been like a few nights where it's like really been a topic of conversation.
Yeah.
Usually, actually, if someone's crying really loudly, we talk about that more than the phones. So there's been a couple times where like there's someone who's literally like,
They can't handle it.
yeah, because like there's this part at the end where we all have like the whole company comes on stage before the show ends, and like there's these moments of silence. And so you can hear a lot of sniffling always. Like there's people, and you could hear people trying to hold back crying, which is like very powerful. But then sometimes there will be that one person who's like,
And when you get that secret, you're like, "We fucking bodied that shit."
and then one time I heard a guy sigh.
Oh.
Sigh?
Yeah, it was just like a,
Wow.
I was like,
Sassy,
fuck,
sassy.
dude. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we didn't do it. We didn't live up
But
to your
no, I
expectations.
don't know if it was more just like a fuck. Like,
Oh, okay,
do you know what,
got it.
I don't know if it was like a wrap it up. To me,
Yeah.
it read more like a.
It's like, I have to go on the road and talk to some HVAC businesses in Boston tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck my life. We talked about this. We went to school together.
We did.
And
Bruins.
Bruins, let's go.
Yeah.
And
But did you guys know each other?
We had a 1 degree of separation.
1 degree of
but
separation.
we never actually met. I don't think.
Mary was part of the cool part of campus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't realize
Shout
you were
out.
with the UCLA
I was
royalty.
Just
Yeah.
in the theater department.
Okay.
Yeah. That was
Which
cool.
I think that I don't know if we knew that we were cool, but because you were a
That's
South.
so cool.
You were.
That's like nothing cooler than that. I don't know if we even knew. We just were. We were just being ourselves.
Well, can I just
We
say
just
too?
stormed around Westwood. We went to Boba Loca.
Dude, I'm like
Fucking-
so nostalgic for that time period, not just because of like being in college, but because of like culture at the time was actually good.
Yes, it felt
Passion Pit.
it felt vibrant.
Yes, dude. Dude,
Oh, it's so weird that the culture when I was in college was better than it is now. It's so weird how every single person ever thinks that.
It is a universal
don't
experience, but I
know.
feel like
I feel like
ours
it would
is
be pretty-
particularly good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dubstep. Yeah.
Okay, no. It wasn't. No. I feel like dubstep was right after I graduated.
I feel like it's
what
better
year did you
now.
graduate college?
Well, age reveal. I graduated college in 2013.
That's when I did.
No,
I feel like dubstep was very much.
dude, I was
prime.
too into indie music to be
Okay.
paying attention to that shit.
Who came to UCLA when you guys were
Mary
there?
was into like dirty projectors, you know?
What literally? Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys, I worked at Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
I worked at the Urban Outfitters in Westwood.
Ground zero.
Fully in 2009.
Peak.
That was my
That's
first
peak
job,
cool.
and
Cool.
it was when Liz to Mania album came out,
Oh,
and they didn't.
shit.
It wasn't like Spotify hadn't been
Holy
invented or
fuck.
whatever, so it was
Yeah.
just one CD that they played on repeat. So there was like years where I like couldn't listen to that fucking CD because it was like a kind of like a
Yeah,
PTSD like
And
like
now
I'm
you're
like
like, you can't do it
folding
because it's
the
cringe
shirts
French.
like yeah
Folding the skinniest jeans of all time.
yes. Well, and the thing that's crazy, the thing that's crazy is that girls would bring in actually chunky laptops, like Apple laptops, to take photos of themselves
At
with the
the Urban?
photo booth app in the dressing room because
Whoa.
because iPhones weren't really a thing. And it was like they didn't want to bring a digital camera and they wanted that like sepia whatever, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
or that like one, that shot out like rays of light around your face.
Yes,
Wow.
exactly.
Wow, so you saw the birth of the selfie of
I did.
influencer.
And now they're
actually.
influencers and they have a second home in the Hamptons.
Literally, and I was yelling at them, and now I'm kind of
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
a broke actor.
How many items have you taken?
Yeah.
What's the path for most broke actors is they worked at Urban Outfitters.
Yeah. But I'm a newly broke actor. I used to not be broke.
What,
I used to do
happened?
commercials, and then
okay.
yeah, I was a commercial actor for 7 years.
Wait, I have this random question about Urban Outfitters. When
Yeah.
you were working there, you know those like kitschy coffee table books that were really of that era?
Yeah.
You know, like this shit sucks. Or like
Oh, the dinosaur. No, what was the one? The dinosaur. All my friends are dead.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Where it's like
Super
a-
millennial core
Yeah. Yes,
kind of
very-
stuff. Yeah.
were those selling?
Couldn't tell you.
Lena
I did not.
Dunham's
I was
book?
not allowed to work at the cash register. I never made it. I never made it that far.
You were stealing.
No, I just my manager was just like, you need to organize the sale rack, which was like the worst job in the whole. But I will say a really fun fact about the Urban Outfitters in Westwood that now has been relocated and is in the location that I worked in
Yeah.
is that there used to be a Banksy. So there was a Banksy.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Authentic one?
Yes.
Or like a
Yes.
shirt,
Yes.
a Banksy shirt.
No,
that they
no.
sold?
There was like a Banksy painted on the side of the wall of the Urban Outfitters.
Yes.
And they were selling Banksy coffee table books. And then the management or whatever had them paint over the Banksy. Yeah.
Maybe he was doing a Banksy to Banksy.
Maybe, dude. I don't know.
Yo, that is like making
It's
you
like fucking
think.
mental.
Mental, making you think about like capitalism and all that shit.
Okay, swag.
Yeah.
Who's the most successful person who was at UCLA when you guys were there? Besides you, of course.
Oh, you mean like in my acting class?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Okay. No one made it.
No, there are people who are working. For sure. There's a, like shout out Sarah Yarkin.
Okay.
Shout out Sarah Yarkin.
Shout out Sarah Arkin.
She's like
Truly.
on like multiple TV shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the commercial acting for a bit.
Totally.
So you said like that was your unbroke era was when you were doing-
Massively like I was absolutely making racks.
You're rolling in it.
I was rolling in it. Yeah.
Have you saved up? Do you put it in like
No.
S&P 500? No index
No,
funds?
no.
Okay. That's right out the door.
No. Yeah.
Okay. What'd you spend it on?
No,
Besides
just
Urban
living
Outfitters?
expenses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like
Okay.
nothing. I mean, you know, when I lived in LA, like I moved to New York in 2021 and I quit commercials at the beginning
Because
of
of the
2020.
pandemic?
Basically, yeah.
Because of
Oh, it was the
Gavin
pandemic.
Newsome?
Well, no, I mean, yeah, yes, Gavin Newsome and what Eric Garcetti.
Garcetti.
But were you ever like worried that you'd be typecast as commercial?
Yeah, I mean that was like a
Person.
big reason why. I mean, one of the reasons why I quit.
Okay.
But when
Did you go for Flo? Did you audition for Flo?
I didn't
Progress-
audition for Flo, but I was like a version of Flo. I was like the Tide Pods girl for 4 years.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it was
You had to
different.
eat Tide Pods first.
Dude,
6
it was
years?
during that time period. I got like really crazy DMs. Like
Wait,
really insane
What's an
DMs.
example of a DM?
Being like, you're the reason why kids are eating Tide Pods. I was like, I just didn't engage because also, and I didn't want to like make it a thing on my social media because I wanted the brand to keep using my spot.
Yeah.
So I just
And
like,
you care about clothes, people being able to easily clean their clothes.
Yeah.
it's got to be Tide.
Some microplastics never hurt anybody.
Yeah, totally. The
Were you
pods.
tempted After, because 6 years with the Tide Pods around you, at some point, you're like,
they weren't around. They never gave it to me.
What do
I
you
didn't
mean?
even use them.
What were you doing?
They
You're
they
just
don't
getting
they don't
clothes
give.
dirty. You're like, how do I fix this?
No, I just use like other detergent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody thinks that when you do a commercial, they like give you the product. It's like very rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were worried that you would become like just pigeonholed into this.
Well, it was a combination of I did feel like I was like that girl,
The Tide Pod girl.
the Tide Pod girl and just commercial girl, because I actually did so many that
so
it was like a thing.
What was your biggest one?
Well, Tide Pods, but then
okay.
also I did do like a Pepsid heartburn relief campaign that we did like 7 different spots, and I played like a goth daughter, and it had great actors, and we were the Burns family because we have heartburn.
How about that?
Kind of sick when you
is
think about
fire.
it. Kind of
Pretty-
sick.
pretty
The art
genius.
direction was so tight on that shoot, actually, and we shot it in the house that they did Little Miss Sunshine. Like, you know, the beginning scenes of Little Miss
Yeah,
Sunshine?
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was a really cool house. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
In LA?
I mean, yeah. I like,
Okay.
I
You're
worked,
like, we're kind of doing the same thing as them. We're doing
we're
independent cinema.
Dysfunctional
We're kind
family.
of tapping into that mindset. No. I also did like one with Mindy Kaling that we shot on the Paramount lot for like 2 days, where I played her assistant, and there was like a giraffe and like hundreds of extras, and like it
That's
was like
awesome.
Yeah. Like
And then you went from that to doing like an independent movie for $12.
Yeah, I
Like,
did.
right.
Yeah, I took an L in some ways. I took an L, but artistically, I think I'm more fulfilled. I
Yeah.
mean,
And that's what it's really
And how does
and
that
that's
does
what
that
it's
taste
really
good?
all about.
Can you
know
eat
what I'm saying?
fulfillment?
You know,
Can you pay the rent?
sometimes it's hard to eat, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, be of integrity.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing is that like, and this is my soapbox thing, is that the commercial industry imploded in 2018, 2019 because of the internet and because of influencers and because of non-union and also traditional advertising just completely kind of being obliterated by streaming and the lack of like live television events. And so it started becoming a thing that was like unsustainable for actors to make their full living from. And so,
And it used to be like that Law and Order. You can kind of like piece together like a living.
dude, it's crazy. It's actually insane, like how easy it used to be for working actors to make enough money to have health insurance and have all the money to buy like any food you want and like pay your rent. And like for me, like I bought a car and I could go to like Europe and like
Yeah, you had like a middle class.
I fully
life.
just like cushy middle class life that like I was like really stoked on. And then, and a lot of free time too. But
Yeah.
basically like,
Now it's like, what if we paid someone with 25,000 TikTok followers to like commission basically?
what if we just gave a product to someone for free?
For free,
And
and
then
that-
they advertise it and actually gets to be seen by more people than a traditional commercial would be seen.
Or people literally advertising, pretending to be ambassadors of a product because it's for clout.
No,
which
like
happens all the
no,
time
the
now.
psychotic thing is that people are just like willingly becoming commercial spokespeople without even getting the product or being paid because they
We literally
want
just
to.
did that up top on this podcast.
For the cookie. Oh, by the way,
Shout
like,
out.
I'm
Shout out Culture Coffee. Amazing cookies.
I'm actually scared about your blood sugar. When I heard that, I was like, maybe you're tired because you're fully crashing from eating so much sugar first thing in the
Oh.
morning.
Maybe.
You need to
about
start
that?
with protein.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian, you need to start with protein. It needs to be protein first, kind of
Shout
thing.
out Sigis, my favorite Icelandic yogurt.
Shout out David Barr. Just like, how
Honestly,
do they
like
even
get
do
some.
it?
Get, I don't know if you eat meat. Get some like sausage or eggs in there.
That's fucking sick that you were crushing the commercial game though. Because
Yeah.
Dan, did you ever go on commercial auditions?
I did a few, but I've done some commercials and it's all inbound. It's all just like a
But
direct
did you like book by going to
audition. I've never booked anything from audition. Every single thing I've gotten is
Dude, commercial
'cause they're
audi-
like you, the guy from the internet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's truly the ugliest I've ever felt is in a waiting room for a commercial audition.
What did you audition for?
Just so much random shit. But it's always like, okay, you're in a room and it's like
Yeah.
the most beautiful people. Like, where did you all come
Well,
from?
you know, just kind of like internalize that. You know, don't try to like compare so much. You're there too. You know what I'm saying? Have a little, have a
Wow.
little like, yeah. Come
Wow.
on, lift yourself up, man.
Where were you? where
You're a therapist.
were you?
No, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, like the reason why I started doing commercials is because when I was at UCLA, like junior year, I was at a barbecue and this commercial casting director saw me and was like, "You have a really weird face." And I was like, "Thanks." And she was like, "You need to do commercials." And I was like, "Okay." And then like most like audition breakdowns that I would go for were like weird face, girl who like doesn't know she's actually hot. Kind of vibe.
Oh, great.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
The One Direction.
but like kind of looks like a
You don't
normal
know you're
person.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what makes you beautiful.
Yeah, I love that song.
Is
That's
it
actually
about
like
me?
a really good song, genuinely.
Yeah.
Shout out. But yeah, basically,
Doesn't really make sense.
no, it does.
Well, because
that,
then you hear the song and then you're no longer beautiful.
what?
Because then you know you're beautiful.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean? The moment you know you're beautiful.
I don't know. Wait, what's what is it?
Okay, you don't know you're beautiful.
You don't know you're beautiful.
That's what makes you beautiful.
Yeah, sort of like that's.
So you're like an insecure little deer.
No. Here's the thing. I think that song is like a bop musically. I think the message is exactly what I'm talking about. Where that's like a scary sort of like weirdly like misogynistic thing about how women like perceive themselves. Where it's like the thing that makes you beautiful is that you don't know that you're hot,
Yeah.
or whatever, because you're like, I'm so unaware or whatever.
So people hit
Like,
on you like, you have a
Right.
weird face.
Yeah, fully.
And then Mark
Great.
Zuckerberg's like, the people who listen to this song, we're gonna target them with so many beauty ads.
Yeah. Well, I will say that like because I started doing commercials when I was still at UCLA, and then a lot of my friends worked at BuzzFeed.
Wow.
Yeah, I started doing like a lot of, videos of like whatever being on the internet. And I did one BuzzFeed video where my section of the video went extremely viral in like 2013 or 2014.
It was like a comedy you were doing like
It was one of those like
Talking
girls
head.
review guys' sex advice or dating advice or whatever. It was
Yeah.
like one of those like super millennial coded kind of
Yeah.
whatever. And the question was something like, if a guy, is it creepy or cool if a guy stands outside your house with a boombox or something to that effect or whatever?
Yeah.
And I said, actually, the only difference between someone being creepy or cool is if you're attracted to them or not, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because like if you are attracted to someone, like you will let a lot slide, and if
Yeah.
you don't find someone attractive, you like are like that's creepy or whatever. And that section of the video became like this weird offshoot thing where it
Became like an incel rallying cry.
fully like
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
a lot of like weird incels came to like the comment section, and then like it started getting posted on Reddit. It became a GIF.
Whoa.
GIF.
I-
What do
I-
you say?
I say GIF because the founder of it said it's a soft J, but most people say GIF.
I say GIF.
I think it's GIF.
Okay.
Jamie?
Whatever makes your heart sing.
Well, it became one of those.
Okay.
And it like is a thing that has perpetuated.
Still.
I don't know.
The Foids are admitting that were I to have a more optimal facial structure than when I stood outside their home and called their mom relentlessly and called her an ugly bitch, they would actually find that attractive if I looked like Chris Hemsworth.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying?
Like yeah, basically. But the thing that I was really kind of going where I was going with this is that since I started becoming more of like a person that's like seen on various platforms or media like
Yeah.
landscape things, people are my mouth is a very divisive thing. My mouth is the thing that people really are like going for.
Okay, I'm excited for two men to talk to you about your face and
Yeah, I
judge it
think
and
we should
analyze it.
really. Do you want me to stand up and just do a 360 or
Well, I
something?
just we're only talking about your face
Okay.
and your mouth.
Yeah, but no, it's just a thing that has always been. That's like been like a thing for me.
What, like you just have to
You just
deal
got
with
hot
comments?
takes. You're spitting bars.
Well, I just
The mouth, what comes out of it, or it's
no
physical?
the physical appearance of my mouth.
What?
Yes, that's what
Oh,
I'm
I thought you
talking
meant
about,
like
dude.
your sharp
Oh,
wit.
you thought I was me just like not saying, like trying to be really like esoteric with it, like my mouth, like how I talk.
Well,
like,
you are on the Middlebrow podcast.
Okay,
so
that's
I did
cool.
think
No,
you
that's
were
cool. That's
You're
being
cool.
sass. You're
esoteric with-
sass.
I actually love that you guys went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm talking about just how my mouth looks.
Okay, so tell us at any point if you hate where this is going.
Let's
but,
go.
You do have a distinct look,
Yeah.
and I assume that's probably, I don't know. Do you feel like that's good for
I
your
have-
career, or do you feel like weird about it that everyone's like debating you
No.
and you're outside of it?
Listen, I think like any woman who has any kind of visibility is going to get absolutely like dissected down to like each shred of their being. Like that's just a baseline fact. That's not like something that can be avoided. For myself, like when I was growing up, my mouth was the number one thing that I was made fun of as a child, like on the playground or whatever. It's just the thing that like people just are like, well, it's that or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and when I was growing up, I felt like embarrassed and sort of like, oh God. But my grandmother would always be like, oh, your mouth means that you're really wise. Like the way that it's like shaped. It's, I don't know. She's like Romanian and just, I was like, I trust you, like whatever. Sure. And then I remember like, I was like dating this much older guy when I was like at UCLA, like about to graduate.
We had very different experiences.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's why we never overlapped.
Yeah, I was in the library studying, and you're like, yeah, I'm just fucking
Justin
doing
Thoreau
coke and
were,
Urban
like,
Outfitters and going home with this older guy.
But you know what I mean? Experimental time.
Yeah, sure.
And I like covered my mouth when I was talking to him, and he was like, "Don't do that." And I was like, "Oh, maybe it's okay." And then people started making fun of me.
It's like a rom-com. It's
No,
like,
literally.
no, actually, your imperfections are what make you so gorgeous.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah, basically.
Awkward sauce.
Yeah. Epic.
Well, it was what got you cast in the commercials, it seems, that someone was like, you have a look.
It's funny because I was like getting like a facial or something in like 2017, and the woman was like, "Did you get a lip flip?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, "Did you like get that like thing? It's like a lip flip." I was like, "No." And then I realized that it was becoming like a popular
What you have?
thing.
Yeah.
And people are coming in with your
Whoa.
photo.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Give me the Neely.
I don't know about that, but like, yeah, it's just hilarious that like it just shows how arbitrary like beauty standards
Well, the thing
are,
that you got made
obviously.
fun of.
Yeah, and that's
insecure about.
that's always how it goes for anyone. It's like the thing that makes you different, the thing that makes you beautiful.
Yo, that's actually like your superpower. So crazy. They should make a movie about that, where that's the theme.
Yeah, we. I think I
Maybe a
don't know
Marvel
if that's been
movie.
explored. Yeah,
I think this has legs.
there's juice.
Yeah.
yeah, no, fully. And then, but I did the Room remake with Bob Odenkirk, and that just like started coming out and like having.
Wait, what's the Room remake?
So I worked on. They decided to remake The Room, the Tommy Wiseau movie,
yeah.
but with Bob Odenkirk, and I play the florist.
Okay.
And so
not the James Franco.
No, it's like
Okay.
the original. Like we shot it on a green screen in one day for charity. It just played at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. It played here at the Roxy. So it's like this funny like little offshoot project, like whatever. But the point of this is that they posted a clip of it online, and it was like the incels are back, like in the comments being like,
Is that the girl? The Lord, the legend has foretold.
no, literally like
The BuzzFeed
Dude.
girl from 2014.
there was one guy that was like, wow, it's so like nice of them to have like diversity for like having a girl with like a hair lip or something.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't gotten these in so long.
I missed-
That's
oh, it's so
sweet.
quaint.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so at this point, you're like, whatever.
I don't care. I literally
yeah.
don't care.
So you're just a
I
lightning
just don't
rod for
care.
the online incels.
I mean, not even really that bad. I
Yeah.
think that like it's funny when you think about like online hate, like that feels like such a blanketed term, but I feel like there's so many layers, like so many tiers of what that actually means. Like, and do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's like, oh no, you're like this like or a target. It's like it's not really affecting me. Like it's like a few comments.
Yeah.
You know, like I've gotten like when I'm doing things I get comments, but it's like I'm not getting this like targeted mass, like people aren't coming to my shit and like really harassing me. Like it's just like these one-off comments that I just like
Sorry about this. I won't do that anymore.
what?
I won't to comment. I won't send any comments.
That's you?
It's all been me.
From your 5 burners?
Yeah, a lot of burns.
I mean, we're still getting hate from the Austin.
Oh yeah, we
Kill
made fun
Tony
of Kill
bros.
Tony and
Like
Oh,
every day-
but what does that actually look like? Like how is that like what's the
So
tangible
like every day, every morning, I'll get DMs from some guy who has multiple American flags in their bio, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Your podcast is so gay," and I'm like, "Yeah, we know."
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Thank you.
I've never
Yeah.
even heard of you. Your views are fake. You know, they call us like little
In the
gay-
DMs? That's what you're
in the
getting?
and on the
and,
comments.
and in the comments, yeah.
Is it like an overwhelming amount? Like, what's the vibe?
Yeah, I think the algorithm just like
Siloed us.
just decided to deliver it exactly to the Kill Tony fans, and so it's just like every day.
But I also
we're just,
will
like,
say that they're
throwing red meat.
the right are extremely good at mobilizing. I
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
say. So it's like, you know, give credit where credit's
No,
due.
it's good every time. And then I go to the profile. I'm like, I'm glad you hate me. I like. You're
No,
the
it-
exact person. If you didn't hate
They're
me,
bringing up those numbers,
That's
dog.
true.
I don't know
Like,
why.
fuck
Some of
it.
the
Didn't even
brisket,
realize.
the brisket
Yeah.
does look good though.
yeah,
On their page.
the brisket looks.
It looks
fire.
fucking fire.
I mean, they know how to
We could
cook.
hang. You know, we could grab a brewski and chill.
No, I know what you're talking about. There was one. I think one of the only times that I've been like visible online or whatever that I felt like, oh wow, this is like a little exponentially more than what I've experienced in the past is when I went viral in 2020 for making these like really silly musical theater videos
Yeah.
that like blew up in a very unexpected way. And they
You
were
guys should check these out.
Thank you. They went viral because they were weirdly bipartisan. Like it was like actually
They're like sweet, right?
they're very like sweet and just like if like musicals. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't saying any message with them. I was just sort of playing around as like an exercise of creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the biggest one that went viral?
I did the opening number of Beauty and the Beast and I play all 40 characters.
Okay.
Yeah. Fox News was the first news channel to pick it up. And I was like, what? Because I felt like if they just scrolled a little bit down, they would
Yeah.
probably not
Yeah.
like have wanted to
Right.
platform me or whatever. I wasn't like the most outspoken person ever, but I was
Yeah.
just like pretty like clearly like a liberal
Yeah.
white girl. So I was like,
But there was just something wholesome and fun.
there was just it was very wholesome. And so
Do you know why they took off? Have you like analyzed it or thought about it or?
Well, I think it was a combination of things. One theory that I have is that I accidentally created a TV show because I was like, it was in COVID. It was
Yeah.
like in the very beginning of the lockdown. So like end of March, beginning of April, where everyone was really starting to contend with the fact that we were probably going to be inside for a while. And I started posting them every day at 11 a.m. So every day I started, it was just like, and truly just did it for myself at the beginning because I needed structure in my life and I
Yeah.
wanted to feel like I was doing something creative. I did not think anyone was going to see them. I didn't even care if anyone saw them. It was like the first time in my life that I really was like tapping into like my old like childlike
You just wanna be
wonder and
creative. You're
You're an inner
creativity.
child.
Because I was a little baby.
and and honestly, like that's what the world rewarded when you're just true to yourself. You know, you did what you love.
It was my superpower.
Yeah, making Twitter videos.
Literally want to kill myself. No,
That's
but
what's what you were put on. Some people are put on this earth
That's beautiful.
to lip sync to Beauty and the Beast on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just
during the
creating
pandemic.
like no one's watching. There's like a freeness.
yeah, totally. Yeah, it was my identity
That's
politics.
great. Your identity. Yeah.
No, but basically like it was like a combination of just like accidentally creating a TV show and then I think I was actually having fun and I
Yeah.
think people were responding to that because I was kind of being positive in a time where a lot of people were really afraid and I was just getting really silly and kind of creative with it.
Yeah.
And so I think it was a just confluence of things. But who is that girl that she's like this blonde YouTuber. She made that like horrific parody of Donald Glover's song, This Is America. But do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Nicole something.
She did like the right wing version.
She
of
did
it.
the right wing version of This Is America
I
YouTube
vaguely
parody.
remember this. Yeah.
By the way, are we ever gonna admit that This Is America like sucks ass as a song?
That's a song.
I think it's very bad.
I liked the music video.
It felt like very much like we're all like, yes, this is the music video. I guess was kind of cool. But
I
the
liked
song
it.
is like
I played it a lot.
The lyrics are like they're like 3 lyrics.
I feel like we're
Okay.
deviating.
Sorry. We were talking about MAGA. Sorry, I can hate both versions.
It's fine. It's
actually.
fine.
I hate the
and
lib
that's
woke version.
like, you know,
and the
you're
MAGA.
allowed to like, you know, say whatever you want, free speech or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, she really took a liking to my stuff in a way that freaked me out, and I like kind of. I think I didn't
Well, you're
block
making good
her.
white humor
No,
for the white
it
race.
It was like actually scary
Some
how
wholesome-
much they started sort of like supporting me, and I
Whoa.
felt really I felt very uncomfortable with it. Like I was like, I don't want to align myself
Yeah.
And I also felt really like confused all of a sudden because like I had no Twitter followers at the time. I literally had 800 followers. I gained 30,000 in like 2 weeks.
Crazy.
And so I like kind of lost my autonomy on that website, and I felt very like exposed all of a sudden and like unsure of how to handle all of the attention. And a thing that I just kind of did like this knee jerk, like, if you support Trump, like, I don't want you to like consume my work.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of had one of those moments.
Oh, shit.
And
You said that?
I did say that.
Yeah. What
And
happened?
she retweeted or like quote tweeted that. And she meant to say something like, oh, just because there's someone who thinks different things than you, but she made a typo. So it said, just because someone thinks different thinks than you or something.
Wow, you really remember.
It was like something like that. I'm like, it wasn't it was just, I remember thinks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like she meant to say things, but it said thinks.
The
Yeah.
period panty.
So, yeah.
Shout out.
Yes. Which low key might give you cancer, by the way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the
We're
founder
de-
got
That's the
killed.
cause.
We're deviating. We're deviating.
Sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, so basically, when that happened, the whole reason why I'm telling this story is because a lot of MAGA guys started coming to my comments and DMs and saying that they wanted to rape me.
Whoa.
Okay.
And I was
Okay.
like, this is it. Like, this is when it's good. But then she felt so embarrassed that she made a typo.
No, not that she sent rapists to your DMs.
No, did not care. She deleted it and then it stopped. But she had a huge platform, and so
That's
it was
nuts.
like this brief moment where I was like, oh my god, am I about to be like lightly doxxed by the right? And
Yeah.
then
Or just like if someone wants to just slightly shift the spotlight onto you, it can be.
yes, it's very easy, which is terrifying, obviously. And so you don't want to be the subject of any of those things. But then at the same time, it's like there's even levels to that where it's like, yeah, I'm getting comments and DMs, but like no one's really going to like do anything, I don't think.
I read this interview that you did, and you said that some guy was like, I love what you're doing. I want to send you money to support your
Yeah.
artistic pursuits.
Yeah. Shout out Will Shipley.
So how did that happen?
Dude, it was crazy. Cause like I've been making stuff, like when I started doing commercials, I also started creating my own work. Like I just started
Yeah.
writing and directing like short films and music
Yeah.
videos. I made a web series. And I had like kind of positioned myself while I was being a commercial actor to like have more of a career actually as a writer director. Not because I didn't want to do acting. It just like kind of naturally happened in tandem.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get like a fully paying job as a writer director. Like I made
Do those exist? I feel like 3 people have those.
no, like three people have those, and they're all just guys.
Yeah.
You know?
No, Greta
Mostly-
Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig. Olivia Wilde.
No. There's space. They're like
We
can hold space.
We let
can
a few
hold-
in. The
Yeah,
boys let a few in.
they let a few in. They
So
let
we
a few
can
in.
prove you wrong.
Yeah.
We were part of that.
See?
Stop asking
Yeah.
questions. What about Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
Shonda Rhimes.
No,
Shut
it's,
your mouth.
It's possible. And it's a very hard business. And so,
No one knows.
and so like I had a short film that did like very well at film festivals. I met with a lot of people.
That you wrote and directed?
I just directed and edited it, but it was written by the 2 leads. It's called Pink Trailer, and
sick.
it was at South by. It was at all these big festivals, and I was like really like excited about it. And I had people say, "Oh, I want to like support you, like in the next thing that you do," but it would never pan
Yeah.
out. Like it kind of felt like smoke and
Venmo
mirrors.
and bio.
Fully, like put your money
It
where
was
your
just a
mouth
DM
is.
or was it an email?
So then when I went viral with these videos,
Yeah.
I had like randomly right before I made the videos made a sort of Twitter thread of all the things I had ever made, because I was like, this is my resume now.
Yeah.
And so it was like all my short films and my web series. And so when I went viral, people could just like watch all of the stuff that I had previously made. And this guy, Will, it was a big person on Twitter. He's
Yeah.
like an early software developer, kind of like like a famous in the software tech
Yeah.
space. And he watched everything I had ever made. And
It's like you have such an interesting face.
he's like, "What's wrong with your mouth?" No. And he went into my DMs on Twitter and was like, "Hey, I really believe in you. I want to give you money to make something." And this was in 2020, and I was like,
Whoa.
this isn't real. Like I was like, this is a scam.
That feels fake.
That feels
no,
very
it
fake.
felt extremely fake.
I am a Nigerian prince.
No,
and I would love to send you money.
Literally, I was like, I'm ignoring. So then I moved to New York a year later in March of 2021. A couple months after that, I was at a random comedy show on a rooftop in Brooklyn, and I met this guy named Kareem Rama, who at the time nobody like knew who he was.
Yeah.
I mean, people in New York, like,
What's he up to?
I don't know. We haven't spoken in years. No, I'm just kidding. No, love him. And so yeah, like we got along really well, and he posted this thing about how he wanted to make a movie, or he said I want someone to cast me in a serious role. And I was, and at the same time this was all happening.
You didn't want to play the guy taking a shit in New York Nico's movie again?
No, he's trying to level up, dude. That was like first role, breakout role,
Breakout role.
Yeah. And then Will Shipley messaged me again and was like, I'm actually serious.
This guy
this was
an
like,
angel.
No, ain't my angel.
Hey, Will. So crazy. Kind of have some ideas. I don't know if you know, but like horror movies really popular right now. Like I have some.
Dude, post a Twitter thread
Yeah,
about
I
it.
guess.
Yeah. But so yeah, it was like a confluence of like Will meeting Kareem, Will messaging me, and I went to Kareem and I was like, this guy wants to give me some money to make something. We should make a feature. And he was like, okay.
That's amazing.
And then like
you made a feature.
And we
And you
made the
a
feature.
damn
And it was
feature.
smooth and easy.
It nearly destroyed me.
Yeah, it does sound like a Greek myth actually, where he gave you like, oh, here's everything you ever wished for, all the
But,
money,
yeah.
but it will destroy your life
Yes.
and eat your soul.
Yeah, it had Greek tragedy sort of tinged upon the journey.
Can you talk about that,
Yeah.
or do you not want to? Why it was hard to make an independent film?
Well, I think any independent film, it's just like so challenging. It's
Yeah.
so hard.
But like, what part of it specifically is the most soul? Is it the pre-pro, the actual shoot, the post-pro, the distribution?
Everything. Like
Okay.
literally
everything
stage.
is just
Well,
shite.
It's basically like it feels like you're starting from 0 and having to get to 100 like every few weeks. Like it's always like something like some new challenge occurs that you then have to overcome.
And it's never a creative challenge. It's always like a
It could be creative. It could be, it's like, because creative like fuels into the production. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're like, oh, actually, like I wanted it to be written and directed this way, but now we don't have enough money to do that. So how do I creatively pivot to make it so that it fits the budget, or like, et cetera, et cetera? You know,
What was the budget of the?
I'm not allowed to say.
Okay, sorry.
Not allowed to.
Jesus.
Whoa, no.
The budget was $20 million.
It was $20 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so, but
Mm-hmm.
you wrote a movie with Kareem that you like specifically for the budget. That idea,
Yes.
right? It was like
yeah. Oh, totally.
one day, 2 people.
Yes.
And still, you found like it was just like running out of money and
Yeah.
insurance and all
yes.
that
Yeah.
stuff
It's
that you never know
it was
about.
like basically like I think making a movie is you're signing up for like 2 years of potentially getting like the worst email you've ever received every morning.
Yeah. So what was the worst email? What was the email you're like, oh, I'm actually fucked. Like I don't see a way out.
Okay, well, I'll give you one example. So, when we finally locked the movie after like just really pushing the boulder up the hill with like
What is lot? Like you're set to shoot.
no, I mean in post-production,
Okay.
like when the film
It's like done.
when it's like done
Okay.
like when
Color
like
corrected,
when it's
sound mix.
color corrected, when all the titles are correct, what that says everybody's name, everything's spelled correctly, all the music, all the color correcting, all that. Like the edit has been done for a while because you
Yeah.
can't do anything else without that happening first. But when it's like the final version that you're going to actually screen in a movie theater, when you screen it for festivals or at any movie theater, you have to create this thing called a digital camera package, which is essentially like a giant file that a movie theater can use to play the film that like has all these different sound capabilities. So the film has to be mixed for a movie theater and has
I
a
made a short film and been forced into this scam.
you know.
Where you have to just pay a huge amount of money for something.
Well, so a person on our team actually was like, "Oh, I have a hookup with a company that can make the DCP for free." And we were at the point where that was pretty much our only option.
Yeah.
Like we needed like some kind of miracle because we just didn't even have the funds to like because DCPs can be up to like $2,000.
Yeah.
And for a project like ours, like that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And like I think we literally had like $150 in the bank or something. Like it was like that kind of vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so essentially, like, you know, someone on the team was like, I have a hookup. And I was like, awesome, like let's do it. But then what ended up happening is that okay, wait, let me backtrack. So when we were like finishing the film, we had our assistant editor hand off the drive. The drive was in LA because our editor had originally filmed or locked the movie in LA. He gave it to an assistant editor who was keeping the drive for us until we needed it back. And so we were now at the point where we needed the drive back so I could like give it to the people who were making the DCP. And the person who like sent the drive from LA to New York, like put it in a box where it was like,
No.
it was like jumbling around. Like when I was like, oh my God. And like, I was so paranoid and I wanted to get it done as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So like I went to go pick it up at a PO box that was next to a Pinkberry. So I went to this Pinkberry like on 6th Avenue to like plug the drive in to like then send the
What
files.
flavor did you get?
I didn't buy anything.
Okay.
I was one of those people. I
Okay.
just was like
Whoa.
sitting in the corner.
They let you sit there.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
pretty strict about
I know. I should have like tipped or something. I was
Yeah.
whatever. I was being an asshole. But so basically, like I plug in the drive and it doesn't work, and I was like, oh, this is fucked. And I tried not to have a heart attack. I was like, I probably shouldn't be using like whatever voltage is at the 6th Avenue Pinkberry for like the hard drive of my movie. So I went back home, plugged it in. It did work, but then I was like, where's the other drive? Because you always need a backup.
Do you think Christopher Nolan also went through this when he was?
100%. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's never touched a
I
hard.
know.
He
I'm
hasn't
just
touched a
saying,
hard drive
it's
in
just,
like probably
so funny
15
that
years.
you're making a
Yeah.
same. You're both making a movie.
He
and
went viral. Christopher Nolan went viral. He's like, I don't own a smartphone.
Yeah.
I'd never use. I'm like, yeah, because you have like a fucking stable of assistants who handle that for you.
Yeah, he probably has like a pager or something. Just
Okay,
like it's
sorry.
like blissfully
Sorry,
in Hawaii.
I interrupted.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so-
no. I mean, I mean, I want to be like that. I don't want a cell phone. But anyway, so yeah, like I went home and I was like, okay, well, where's like the second drive? And then
Yeah.
I found out we didn't have one.
Oh shit.
That was the movie.
So the whole movie and all the files were on this one, like, you know, like 8 terabyte hard drive or something.
That's like the stories you hear where like one of the reels burned in a fire or something 70 years ago.
And then the people, literally, and then the people who are making the DCP were like, we can't legally take your only hard drive because if something happens to it, we can't be liable for it. And so I was like, so then it ended up me being at the Atlantic Barclays Best Buy for like 2 hours, also trying to piece together funds just to buy another hard drive.
to then copy
To then-
making calls, making plays.
Making wheeling and dealing at
Yeah.
the Atlantic Barclays Best
Nice.
Buy,
I mean-
which I wouldn't wish upon my
By the way,
worst enemy.
a lot of shady deals have gone down at the Atlantic
yeah,
Barclays Best Buy.
yeah, I was seeing some stuff.
You're just
you know what I mean?
you're just describing Uncut Gems right
No,
now.
it was literally that vibe. It was literally. So then I finally get the funds pieced together.
Kareem's, by
to
the way,
buy-
like talking to Dua Lipa on the subway at the same time. And you're like, what the fuck, Kareem? And Mary's sorry.
The drive is good. I'm good for it.
It's like, whatever. You do the thing, Mary. I've moved on.
I'm dead. No, I mean it wasn't quite like that. Kareem was being helpful, but it
love shout out
it
Kareem.
also wasn't not like that. No, because this was now. You guys have to understand that when we shot the movie, it was like a few months later he created
Okay.
Subway Tapes.
It's like you don't get it. Bruce
So, like-
Springsteen is going to say that New Jersey is better than Long Island. You have to deal with this right now, Mary.
Oh my god. No, I thought it like yeah. Okay, so I basically get both hard drives and then I realize that my laptop can't handle even just one of the hard drives.
What happened to all this Tide to Go money? This Tide Pod
Dude,
money.
hello, have you lived in New York City? Do you understand? I lived in New York for like a few years, fine.
it goes
and then
away.
it ended up, and then it was like the strikes happened, and I was like,
lip syncing
oh.
Disney movies doesn't pay the bills, I guess.
No, or indie films don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting by. Okay,
Okay,
I have
you're doing
a
great.
steady paycheck. Don't worry
Good.
about me, guys.
It ends in a few weeks.
Yeah,
but
it's in a few weeks. Check back in with me like in late August. No, but basically, like I had to call my friend who had originally helped us because also when we made the movie, when we shot it, we needed to raise more money, and I was the only person on the team that knew how to edit. And so I had to go to the Navy Yard to like.
Oh, you were the most random fucking place.
this is the Odyssey, actually. I was just thinking, this is the
Barry,
Odyssey.
Barclays.
No, because I couldn't use.
This is the worst episode of High Maintenance I've ever heard.
It literally is because it's all in Brooklyn
Yeah.
and it's like also winter. Like, yeah, but I was like January and February of 2023. I was going to the Navy Yard every weekend to edit together pieces of the film to like get more investors. And this one guy, shout out Jamie at Picture Farm, let me use this office that had these like giant like computers that could like actually hold the capability to like let me use the drives. And so I called up my guy Jamie. Now this is like fall of 2024, so it's like kind of been a minute, but I was like, I'm really in a pickle. Do you have any extra laptops? He came to my apartment in Brooklyn and gave me this like work laptop that I was able to plug both in and make a full transfer of the first drive to the second drive. But like I had to leave it while I was like asleep, and I have a cat. And so I was just like, God, like, I really hope you have my back on this one. It's like, that feels to me like the most like indie film story I can think of.
That sounds as interesting as the movie, maybe.
I
I want to see
mean,
that movie.
It was like so stressful, but then we got it done.
You got it
Like
done.
I transferred all of it. I gave the second copy to the company that made the DCP. They did an amazing job.
Dude.
And we got it right under the wire. We were able to screen it at festivals. Like it worked out, but it was just like, it's
the
that like
skin of your teeth.
adrenaline, like every morning you're like, I have this new insane problem I have to solve.
Yeah.
That sounds so like.
I hope you're free from that that type of filmmaking. But that was when people are
I
talking
am,
about
yeah.
obsession, you know, and how like much money it made and how little it costs, and it's just like if people knew that every indie movie is like your experience, where it's like no one's making money.
Yeah.
Like
I'm 100% certain they had moments like that were comparable on like a movie like Obsession. Or
and you also
whatever.
made $400 million at the box office.
No one's talking about that.
No
dude.
one's talking about that.
Break it here first.
Now it seems like you're ready for like happy project now. Chill, smooth, happy vibes.
I mean,
You're doing Angels in America next.
I wish. I love that play. No, I actually am making another feature.
Okay.
But
You've learned no lessons.
Bars.
I've learned no less. Yeah. It's like childbirth. Like I can't remember. Like
You're like,
no,
what?
I actually just already forgot the story I just told you. No,
No, it went so smooth.
yeah. No, I do have an incredible team this time. It's going to be, you know, every film has its thing. Like there's always going to be problems. Even on the big budget movies, there's always crazy problems. Like I've heard insane stories where it's like you would think that they would avoid things like the story I just told you, but then things like that can still happen. So I think it's kind of unavoidable to just know that, like, you know, to a certain extent, that like stuff like that is always going to happen. But for this next one, I am really, really excited about the team. Everyone is so good at their job, and it does feel like a little bit different in some ways, but it still has that.
And there's backstage auditions, or is it just you'll be reaching out
Actors
to
Access.
to my
Actors Access.
okay.
If you want to self-submit. Yeah.
Cool.
Just interesting.
Yeah.
Because we both act.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
I kind of
about
picked
us.
that up. Yeah, that's
man.
cool.
I actually won an award.
Did you?
Brian just did.
I won Best Actor in a Short Film at the Wyoming Film Festival.
Yeah.
Did
Show
you?
the
Your
trophy.
applause. Yeah.
Show-
I don't have the
The
trophy. I have
trophy's
to
like
meet,
a bison.
I have to
Wait,
meet the
that's so
director.
cool.
Yeah, no big deal. No big
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking note.
Yeah, you didn't realize you were with Best Actor in a Short Film in the Wyoming
Shit,
Film
I should
Festival.
have acted different around you guys.
You never know. You
It's okay.
never know. All right, well, Mary Neely,
Thanks for doing the pod.
thanks for doing the pod. Where can people find you?
I'm mainly on Instagram.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you're at the Winter Garden
At the
Theater.
Winter-
Oh,
at
and I'm
the-
also at the
every
Winter
night
Garden.
if you.
You have a few
Yeah.
days to catch.
You have a
very
couple
nearly.
days. Like Dan was saying, the tickets are really expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I'm around every once in a while. I do a musical comedy variety show. I don't know when I'm going to do it again, but it's fun. If I do it, you should buy tickets to it.
Sick.
And maybe one day you'll see the movie that Mary and I are in together. Or no, are you? Well,
No.
no, you'll never see it.
Oh, damn.
Wow. I thought we were in the movie. Oh, you edited it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah, I'm not in it.
Listeners,
We're gonna
Mary
take that.
did say this before we recorded.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did say specifically. I thought I could talk vaguely about it. All right, we're taking it out
Malt and
completely.
salt straight
Yeah,
into the
malt
oven.
and
Alright.
salt. No, but I do have a TikTok, but I barely use it. I kind of just use it to like promote stuff. So
TikTok feels kind of over.
does it?
I don't know. I feel like to try to like
Dan doesn't
make
get as
your
many
shit
views
anymore.
on TikTok,
Yeah,
so he's always
but
like,
that's
it's
why-
Yeah, that's why it's
over.
over.
That's why I
It's,
feel like it's
dude,
over.
it's
Fucking
over.
for me.
over.
It's
For
fucking
me, I have a
over.
very heliocentric view of the world, and it revolves around me.
A solipsistic kind of like
Yeah.
okay,
Exactly.
cool, totally.
Okay. Well,
All right.
this was a pleasure. Everyone, thank you for listening to the podcast. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Subscribe to our Patreon for bonus episodes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.